to bond and really get stronger.
And it's the Pistons to start out. Wiseman, the pass to Thompson. Shots blocked. Bridges against Thompson. Bridges down low. And it's Bridges with the jam.
And Bridges refusing to settle for the layup, locked in on throwing it down.
Lets it go from the wing. And it's Cunningham missing. And Schroeder has got the ball here for Brooklyn. And this is their first time matched up with the Pistons this year.
They won the season series last year, and on paper, it looks like they should do it again. The officials were right on top of that one.
And one of the better defenders in the league, Grant, Mikal Bridges. He'll lock you down.
Oh, he will be often matched up against the opponent's best scorer, and he is just so fierce. But he also helps you generate offense, hitting threes and extending the defense to create room to operate.
Since being given more responsibility, Bridges has really blossomed and wants to continue getting better.
Bridges hits them both. Richard, you got to love how Mikal Bridges rises to a challenge.
A very hungry player, but also selfless. Bridges hustles to be whatever you need him to be. And like you said, there's a lot to love about that.
Now here's Johnson. Oh, Green with a block. And up the court come the Pistons on the break. Here's Cunningham. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson.
The muscle from Cunningham, just taking it to the defense and coming through big.
Now the Nets with it. Bridges outside. Back to Schroeder. And he lobs it up to the rim. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Here's Green. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line.
At the line for the Pistons, Draymond Green.
Free throw good. Green. And without a superstar scorer, Grant, the question has always been, how does this Nets team generate enough offense?
Yeah, well, hero ball is not going to work. I mean, they've got to push the pace and trust one another and go from good shot to great shot.
Got it.
Always a good possession when you can get that kind of look.
The Pistons have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. And he makes it. Green's got 5 now.
And for a younger guy, Cunningham's vision is impressive. He's always watching the floor.
Outside Schroeder. Here's Thomas. And it's Wiseman with the rebound.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Stolen by Thompson. And it's Thompson that time on the assist by Thompson.
A nimble play by the Rook. Thompson had to stay agile to beat the contact.
Here's Brooklyn. It's a three-point game. Right wing. Claxton passes to Schroeder. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Cunningham with some nice D. And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control.
Green against Bridges. He can't hit that time. Green with the defensive effort. Cunningham finds Wiseman. And here is Green. Out to Thompson. Fires the three. Buries it from 3.
See, it's Klay's accuracy that makes him so hard to stop. He's a constant threat from range.
Schroeder passes to Claxton. Outside Schroeder. Oh, got a piece of it. It's stolen by Green. Pulls up on the wing. They get it again. Cunningham. And good work on the boards as they picked up the second chance points. Cunningham's got his second bucket of the night. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Detroit.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
I've also really liked how aggressive they've been in the open floor. I mean, when they see a chance to push it, they go for it.
Finney-Smith's checked in for Brooklyn. Ben Simmons comes in for Schroeder. And it's Cunningham missing.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
Pass to Simmons. Over Cunningham. To stop the drought. And it's Simmons missing.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
From the wing. And that one's good. Stewart.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
2 minutes to play.
Now here's Finney-Smith. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game. Over Stewart. Nice shot by Finney-Smith. The Pistons leading. To the paint. Stolen. And now the Nets on the break. Here's Bridges. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time. Bridges has got 6 points.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
And it's Cunningham missing. Well, the Nets shooting 33% in the first quarter. Here's Thomas. He's guarded by Porter. Floats one. Here's Claxton. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Claxton's gotten his second bucket.
Great recognition of the mismatch, abusing the smaller defender. Poor guy.
Here's Fontecchio. And the layup falls.
Those are some hustle points. Really bonus points when you put in a miss.
And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They trail by 6. They're coming off that loss against Denver.
And their body language was unimpressive. They looked defeated much of the night, and because of it, they took the L.
Yeah, I just didn't see any fire from them to want to get it back. That's just one of those games you throw away in the trash and try and forget about it.
Nice job by Porter Jr. attacking the interior, going after a close-range shot.
Cunningham against Simmons. Finney-Smith passes to Simmons. Oh, there's the alley. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Perfect connection on the hoop. Bridges is very good at going up and finishing lobs as a wing.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. And it's Green missing.
They've been just a little bit better on the glass so far, showing their tremendous work ethic.
Here's Thomas. Claxton passes to Thomas. And here's Simmons. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Cade Cunningham picks that one up.
Love to see this commitment from Simmons, taking it to the defense on the inside.
And both free throws good for Simmons. Wall looking over the floor. Over Simmons. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
That's the play that pumps up the whole team, and they'll try to carry that energy into the next period.
The baskets were coming early and often in the first quarter. Pistons ahead. They lead by 6. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, looking at what we've seen from the Pistons, what do you think?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
Here's Schroeder. His last outing, he had 20. Setting the floor for Detroit. They've got Thompson. James Wiseman is out there with Thompson. Then there's John Wall, and it's Sasser in at the 2.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Brooklyn trailing. Richard, a lot of concern about Klay Thompson coming back from 2 major injuries. But he's answered those questions.
Yeah, it took Klay a little bit of time to get right now. He did miss 2 seasons, but Thompson was key in that 2022 title run. Then he had a 50-point night in 2023, so yeah, I'd say he's back.
Good on the bucket.
And he uses the threat of his drive to open up looks for his jumper. Wall is so skilled as a scorer.
Schroeder passes to Bridges. Back to Schroeder. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Now here's Schroeder, taking a mark on the offensive end, scoring around 13 a game. Here's Clowney. Down the pipe it goes. Schroeder with the assist.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Brian, after 941 days sidelined by an ACL and then an Achilles tear, Klay Thompson's back doing what he loves. He said, quote, "In the beginning, I was so eager to prove that I'm still great. Now I'm more relaxed, reminding myself that this is a dream that I'm living. What matters most is just having fun and playing hard, and all the big nights, they'll come." Brian?
Yeah, that's the right perspective, Allie. Thanks for that. The Pistons making a switch here. Porter Jr.'s checked in. Puts it up from 17. Wiseman. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Wiseman's got his first 2 points of the night.
That's a pure effort play. Nice tip in.
And that's a skill you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Schroeder against Wall. The shot off that time. Nice D from Thompson. The Pistons have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Three-pointer. And there's Thompson on the assist by Wall. And now a 9-point Pistons lead.
This is something that Klay works on all the time, even though he is already elite at it. He readies himself to fire once he catches that ball.
Now here's Johnson. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Back to Schroeder. Add that to his line. Now 3 for 6. So, Grant, if you were a GM and you could choose one young player to build around, who would it be?
Wow, that's a great question. I mean, I think you have to go with Victor Wembanyama. I know he's a young fella. He just got drafted. But the upside is so huge for this young man. His talent, his skill, his size. He is the next iteration of Kevin Durant, in my opinion, and I would go with him. He's got a lot of runway in front of him, a lot of years to get better, get stronger, and to win championships. He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Pass to Schroeder. To the middle. Here's Sharp. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Sharp's got his first bucket in this one. Fires from the wing. Wall, no good. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Nets. 7-point differential. Stolen by Thompson. In transition. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter. Porter's got 3 assists now in this one.
And wanting to elevate his playmaking skills, Porter Jr. continues to impress with his passing ability.
Timeout called. Brooklyn.
They have been pretty disgusting offensively. Too many miscues. They've got to get to the bottom of it.
So for the Pistons, Stewart, he's checked in for Wiseman. Fontecchio comes in for Thompson. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Wall. Johnson passes to Finney-Smith. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
How about Johnson with the hot pass? Good job seeing that open.
For Detroit, they've gone 6 of 11 here in the second quarter. Wing shot on the way. And he can't bank that one in. The Nets shooting at a 48% clip from the floor. Here's Thomas. Nice D from Thompson.
That's the shot you hope for, right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Here's Cunningham. And it's Thomas with the rebound.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
Well, Cam Thomas certainly has an interesting background, Richard. He was born in Japan.
Yeah, Thomas is an American citizen and played high school ball in Virginia. Cam's mom was in the Army and was stationed in Japan when he was born there.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Here's Cunningham. The jumper is true from Cunningham.
Absolutely locked in. Cunningham taking pleasure sticking the jumper right on the defense.
Simmons, the pass to Finney-Smith. The Pistons clear it. Cunningham's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Thompson. Shot from the wing. And Detroit again with the bucket.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their squad.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 7 for 11 in the second quarter. Simmons, the pass to Thomas. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the half. For Detroit, they've gone 8 of 15 in the second. The 3 from Thompson. Brooklyn with the board.
Great job of closing the space and getting a hand up.
Yeah, that's a good defender making a play, and he does it without fouling.
Here's Thomas. He's watched by Cunningham. Fires from 14. That shot, no good.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
So we conclude the first half. Pistons ahead, leading by 9. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Detroit finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. They lead by 9 points. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Detroit?
They're playing with speed, pushing the ball off turnovers and long rebounds, running every chance they get. Because we all know scoring on the break is so much easier than finding open shots in the half court.
And Kenny, what are your thoughts on Brooklyn?
Well, I know everyone loves hockey, but you know the saying. You don't get championships without defense. And right now, they're not making an effort on the defensive end. They need to get serious about it and start harassing the ball handlers and pressuring the keepers.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take it out to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. One of the stories here, Klay Thompson. Man, is he getting it done today.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Brooklyn trailing. Johnson at the 4 with Claxton at center. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Cameron Thomas. And it's Bridges in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Here's Cunningham. And they cash it in right away with a quick shot. Cunningham's got 8 points.
Man, that right there gives you a sense of just how quick Cunningham really is.
Pass to Schroeder. High post Claxton. 4 on the clock. Shoots. Tipped.
The timing from Porter Jr. on the rejection, you couldn't ask for better defense from him. Hey, the struggle is real. He hasn't found much success with his offense today. And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Wall, he's checked in for Porter Jr. And if they're going to make a move, this is a good time to start.
And there's still plenty of time, but they definitely don't want to let this game get too far out of hand.
Thomas misses. The Pistons shooting 54% from the field so far in this one. That's good from Wall. On the assist by Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists tonight.
A clean start to the half for them, knocking down their first 3 shots.
Now here's Schroeder. He has 6. Pass to Thomas. Shoots over Wall. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Personal foul. First team foul. At the line.
And that one misses. Well, Grant, you had to guard some of the greats in your career, including Jordan and Kobe, LeBron. Who was the toughest to cover?
Well, for the record, I didn't really like guarding any of them, if I'm being honest. But no one, in my opinion, tops Michael Jordan. Of course, I had to guard Kobe the most, and he was very relentless, had no weaknesses. And, you know, I was in my late 30s on one ankle, but who's counting?
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, through NBA Africa, the league is putting a lot of resources into growing the game there. Hall of Famer Dikembe Mutombo is an investor, and he said, it's always been my dream since I got into the league. I want to see the NBA on my continent. Africa's a place full of treasure, and I'm happy to see it taking place. Brian?
Outstanding. Look forward to that. Thanks, Allie.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet. And that's how you lead a team, literally.
And Schroeder has got the ball here for Brooklyn. They trail by 11. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Sharp. And it's Wiseman with the rebound. Wiseman's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. The putback. Oh! Wiseman! Send it back down, big fella!
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
And the Nets call time here.
And something fans don't always get to see. Some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
And we see it so often. One little tweak to the game plan and everything falls into place for a team.
Simmons has checked in for Thomas. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Stewart, he's checked in for Wiseman. Here's Sharp. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's Bridges. Down the pipe it goes. Schroeder with the assist. Schroeder's got 4 assists now tonight. Pass to Wall. Over Simmons. And again, it's Detroit.
That may be not the highest percentage of looks right there, but look, you can't argue with results, I guess.
Here's Schroeder. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
You know, Richard, it's not every day that you get to see a point guard with the size that Ben Simmons possesses.
Yeah, he is an anomaly, and that's also why he was the #1 pick. In history, you can probably count on one hand the amount of guys that can do things that he can do at his size.
Now here's Simmons. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. Thompson with the block.
What you love about Thompson is his versatility at both ends of the floor. He's even able to block shots like that.
Finney Smith checked in for Brooklyn. .143 left to play in the third quarter here. Here's Clowney. Goes back up. And Wall pulls it down.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Assertive play by Wall inside, pushing hard to find himself a shot.
Here's Simmons. After the Pistons picking up a basket just moments ago. To the left wing. Left side Schroeder. 6 to shoot. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Man, good whistle there.
At the line.
All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Detroit.
They have found a lot of success in transition, running at every opportunity and getting points before the defense can get set.
Well, something else that has stood out to me has been their aggressiveness on the boards. They're just out-muscling the opposition on the offensive glass.
Claxton, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Johnson comes in for Bridges. The Nets have gotten 7 of 14 attempts to fall in the half. Porter against Schroeder. The kick out to Johnson. That one falls, coming off Schroeder's feed.
When you have a shooter like Cam Johnson, you're running that play with confidence.
And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two. Richard drafted as a teenager. Kevin Porter Jr. started just 4 games in college.
Making his transition to the NBA was extra difficult. I give KPJ credit. After a couple of challenging seasons, he has really improved. Kevin is so young, he's just scratching the surface on what he can be.
Cunningham's checked in for the Pistons.
The last pick of the first round in 2019, Porter Jr. plays with a chip on his shoulder. I love the competitive attitude.
And he gets that one.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Goes up on the wing. And that one's good. Cunningham. Cunningham's got 13 now.
I mean, he does everything on the floor. Cunningham always with max effort.
Now Schroeder. 14 points for him. Five to shoot, and they call an illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
There's 6 seconds left in the third. Here's Cunningham. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's Detroit, up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. Back to the game after this break. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. 0 chance to stop that.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. They've led by as many as 14. And on the floor for Detroit here in the fourth. Cade Cunningham out there with Kevin Porter. Then it's Wiseman. Then it's Klay Thompson. And it's Fontecchio in at the 4. And so it's Brooklyn with it, following the score by Detroit.
You see the athleticism of Cunningham, using it there to come up with the swat.
Thompson, that's good.
He's been a piece of the puzzle tonight, but it's a team effort. Everyone's contributing to this lead.
And he's going for the oop here.
Now that's a textbook alley-oop.
I thought he'd go for the slam, but that worked. Cunningham finds Porter. And Detroit again with the bucket.
Yeah, just one of a few places Porter can hit from. Good use of the mid-range J.
A difficult situation for Brooklyn. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Thomas misses. For Detroit, they've gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. Baseline jumper. And again, it's Detroit converting.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Time called here. The Nets decide to talk it over now. Nice game. Great performance by Cade Cunningham.
This timeout gives them a chance to strategize because whatever the game plan they have, it's not working.
Brooklyn making some changes. Bridges comes in for Thomas. And Ben Simmons subbed in for Schroeder. Green's checked in for Detroit. Thompson comes in for Klay Thompson. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what the Nets coach was going over with his team, and it was a frustrated huddle. Coaches and players were angry about the turnovers. Players trying to hold each other accountable. They're fed up with sloppy play. Let's see how they respond. Guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie. The Nets have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Outside, Finney-Smith lets it fly. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time. Simmons has got his 4th assist in this one. Here's Green. And no good trying to use the glass.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
The shot by Johnson, no good.
He was so well positioned to interfere with the shot.
Textbook defense, take a good angle to the shooter and bother the release.
And it's going to be out of bounds. Detroit will have another go. So the Nets making a switch here. Sharp's checked in.
Sharp.
Detroit with the ball. Leading by 12. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
What dedication by Thompson, refusing to let the defense get the upper hand there.
One shot.
Brooklyn shooting the ball at 46% from the floor. Pass to Sharp. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
The Pistons have gotten 6 of 8 shots to fall during this fourth. Good, and that basket makes him 8 for 14 for the game.
Shooting a great clip in the second half. He made some nice adjustments in the locker room.
Pass to Johnson. Rebounded by the Pistons.
A perfect example of how to protect the rim.
This is why he's out there in situations like this. He stands tall to prevent points.
Yeah, strong player mentally. Cunningham showing the physical strength on that play.
Here's Bridges. The Pistons getting their last shot to go. Here's Sharp. Simmons looking around. Back to Sharp. Uses the glass on the layup.
He saw him pass to the rim and he took it. The defense just couldn't stop him.
The Pistons have gotten 8 of 10 attempts in. Very productive here in the fourth. Gets a hand on it. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Great effort to turn the miss into 2 points.
Yes, sir. Those are the hustle points. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's Simmons. It's good.
Physical defense, not a problem for Simmons. His strength is one of his assets.
Porter finds Wiseman. The bank shot, no good. For Brooklyn, they've got 5 out of 10 shots to drop here in the final quarter. Bridges passes to Claxton. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
And finding his teammate in stride, he led his guy perfectly.
Detroit calls timeout.
T-shirts, come on, everybody.
And now let's present our New Balance player of the game, Cade Cunningham.
The incredible display of shooting, just absolutely pure out there tonight. I mean, really able to maintain a high percentage by picking and choosing solid shots, all while outsmarting and outworking the defense.
Well, it didn't start out with him being in this crowd's crosshairs, but as the game went along, he kept pouring it on them. It's safe to say they don't want to see this guy anywhere near their arena for a long, long time.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
And it's Bridges with the jam.
Just look at those stats from Bridges, and he is feeling it.
And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. Here's Thomas. And it's Wiseman with the rebound. Detroit has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Thompson passes to Green. It's deflected.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Pistons.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
This will mark their 13th win of the year. Not a bad number.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with a win in the first game.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Cade Cunningham.
And he's been a well-oiled machine on offense, keeping things simple in this end, getting the looks that he wanted, knocking him down.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. Thompson's got 4 points this quarter.
We all know Klay can hit this. His accuracy from the mid-range is a reliable option, to say the least.
Here's Thomas. Lets a floater go. The shot no good. And so it's Detroit with it. It's a 14-point game. Here's Cunningham. And he converts the layup.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Now here's Simmons. Back to Thomas. Inside, Claxton. Good work defensively by Wiseman. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Green. Johnson with the defensive effort. Bridges against Cunningham. Bridges passes to Thomas. Shoots over Thompson. Misses the shot. And so it's Detroit easily grabbing this one. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
And that about wraps it up. This is Brian Anderson, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.